Well, 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 well. Well, 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 well. We up and we live, y'all. We live. We're live. We're live. Just want to make sure we're live. Are we live? We're live on Spreaker. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Call-in lines are open. What's up, family? What's up, family? What's up? Let me find my light so I can go and take care of some of this blackness, some of this glorious blackness up here, you know, also known as Brother Hatim. That's just me and all my glory, all my blackness, you know what I'm saying? And I love it, you know, but I want to make sure y'all can see me. So, hey, family, you know, like I told y'all, tell your friends because this show may change some lives. I might have some enemies after this because we're going to get down to some realities here. You know what I'm saying? Some illusions that some of us might be having, right? Some of these falsities, some of these false ideas. But before we get into all that, I have to let you know you are now rocking with the best. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know, man, I am Brother Hatim. And of course, this is G&J's Folk Tales for Grown Folks. And of course, you know, it's a Heart of a Summer production. Man, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. So let's see if we got the theme show music for tonight. Yeah, I see it. Are we going to be able to play it? Are y'all going to be able to hang in there? Because I know some of y'all running late just like me. But we up here in Washington, D.C. We're going to keep it rolling, keep it strolling. Got things going. Got stuff for today. Got stuff for tomorrow. Sitting up here in D.C. Ready to turn it out. Ready to rock it. Ready to turn out.
Sure to check out our site.
Just depending on where you are. What you ready to do? What you ready to do? Right? I like this death thing, man.
All my brothers and sisters, hold
my
hands
pick
and bow your head. Let us pray. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty.
Calling lines are open, family. Calling lines are open.
The persons of the wicked. I say, in the corner fathers, do justice to the afflicted in the meeting. The wicked before the meeting. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They go upon and buck. All the foundations of the earth are out of court. I have said, ye are God, and all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Rise, O God, judge the earth. Thou shalt inherit all nations. Allahu Akbar.
Shouts out to Messino. You going camping, family? I'm about to let y'all know what's about to go down.
This is Kabbalah Folks, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Keep up with the journey. Check out what we have done in the past. Go to JourneyArchives.com.
CeeLo in the house. You ready for the woods? Oh man, my little brother Will Dino Dion is on the line. Just go and push mute until we get through the intro. And if you want to add some stuff to the conversation, feel free. Shaka Sion Hasbury is in the house. Listen, I'm waiting for y'all to God. This is the gathering place of the gods. This is the gathering place. This is the gathering place. Let your friends know. I'm about to shatter some old paradigms, family. I'm not playing tonight. I'm not playing tonight. Some of us is living an illusion. You know what I'm saying? And this folk tale is designed for that. I'm hyped. I'm in Washington, D.C. My ancestors been running through this city all day. And the energy is coming back home right now. The chickens are coming home to roost. And chickens coming home to roost ain't never made me sad.
You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Radio with Monica. Enjoy. This is Raymond with Gye-Nyame.
I like this setup. I'm going to give me a desk in my house. I like this setup. We got to up our game, family.
This is Willie. Welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I want to give a shout out to Silver Kevin. All my Silver Nation out there. I want to give a shout out to my mom. I want to give a shout out to my dad who raised me and my family to be around me. And I want to give a shout out to the people of my generation that's trying to do something big.
And you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Peace, Hotel. It's Mansour Hotel, aka Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity, does it sound good? I think it sounds great. Right now, you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry its name. This is Brother Hatem coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
So on YouTube, I can now take messages.
Gye-Nyame family,
I can't send them out though. I don't understand. OPZ. Oh, shouts out to the elder OPZ. I see you. I see you. We about to build, family. It's about to go down. We about to shake the world. After this, it's over. We coming hard, family. We coming hard. I gotta tell y'all about some of the stuff I saw in DC today. Some of the stuff I learned. I like this chair too. Shit. I gotta get me a set up like this at the house.
To the culture that you claim.
You don't deserve to carry his name.
This is Brother Hatem coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shouts out to Gye-Nyame family. Stand up. You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Peace. Radio. Peace.
Alright, family, we about to go down. Let's see if Dion hanging in there. I don't know if he can hang in there, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I done had enough. I done had enough. Told you I done had enough. I have to shatter some paradigms tonight. I might have to hurt some feelings tonight. Right, family? I'm out. I'm traveling. The ancestors have made it possible for me to get up out the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here at the ancestor worship capital of the world in the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us don't even understand that Washington, D.C. is all about worshiping ancestors. That's why you got all these names and all these monuments and shit. That's called ancestor worship. That's called ancestor veneration. If you didn't know, I got to tell you, I sit over there, I watched the reflecting pool. What is it reflecting? It's reflecting the image of Washington's monument, right? Ancestor for them, right? You go to the Lincoln Memorial, big giant statue of Lincoln. Monument, right? The monument to salute their ancestor, right? Then I look all around, got Smithsonian buildings. I got buildings named after people all over the place, all around me. Streets named after people. Streets going in certain angles, right? To channel certain energies. And we think that Brother Hatim is crazy for getting up every morning for toasting their ancestors. But family, let me tell you right now, somebody was doing it long before me, right? See, directing that ancestral energy. A lot of us are closet atheists. We don't believe in shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep it all the way real, family. A lot of us don't believe in shit. We just pay tithes and we just nod heads just in case it's right. Right? We believe that our tithes, we believe that our activities are insurance policies just in case. Right? But I'm here to tell you, family, you know, that's why we lost out here. You know, that somebody said that's why we lost out here, right? I'm here to tell you, family, that the ancestors is real. And all we got to do is reach out. All we got to do is start guiding the energy that's out there for us. You understand what I'm saying? All we got to do is start guiding it. No, we let it go, right? Because many of us, we ashamed of what we went through. We're ashamed to admit it. So we come up with all these fucking illusions about who we are and what we are. Not taking nothing from the past, but family, God damn it, when you lose a battle, you have to recognize you lost the battle, dust yourself off, and get ready for the next battle that's coming. Right? See, because you know what I'm saying? Because some of us have been damaged so much that when the next horde, when the next onslaught come, a lot of us will not be able to survive. A lot of us will not be able to make it through. Right? But some of us are going to stay strong, family. And it's that few. It's that few. It's that few. Yep, CeeLo say perpetuating their legacy of white whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There ain't no supreme here. You see what I'm saying? We understand that it's inferiority. You know, we understand that when you're trying to disguise something that's small, you kind of hype it up. You understand what I'm saying? We understand the psychology of it, right? We understand the smoke in the mirrors. There's no supremacy there, right? So let's be clear on what it is. It's their inferiority that's just shining through right at this point in time, right? And we're just now catching on to it. It's sort of like that bully that always, when he couldn't bully you anymore, he would try to use his cousin or use his family connections to bully you. And when he started finding out that shit didn't work no more, right, he started easing back and he wanted to lean on his reputation, and he got everybody else hyping up his reputation. And we at the point right now where the bully is about, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have to put up or shut up, because I'm coming for my reparations. I don't know, some of y'all can let them have y'all, right? But me and mine, we getting ours. Me and my tribe, we rushing, we getting ours. You understand what I'm saying? It say, but the burden is not on us. Our ancestors were ashamed and didn't share. That's just real. I don't know. They were protecting us though, so they thought, yo, I know you have one of Aesop's. Aesop tales for what you saying tonight. You damn right. You damn right. Aesop is about to go down, family. Hold on. For some reason, my Uber is tripping again. Uber likes to trip on me.
This call is being recorded.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why Uber Uber conference want to, trip on me, right? But that's cool. Family, now, the only piece that I'm saying is, right, because it's like, our ancestors was snow. Our ancestors, we understood and genetically probably understand generational warfare. Generational warfare. Right? When you ain't got nowhere to hide, you hide in the genes. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? You wait. You wait your opportune time, and we're moving back into our opportune time. Right? At no point in time did our ancestors abandon us. At no point in time did our ancestors betray us. Yes, we had some. But just like in my school, 85% of us, hell no, family. 85%? 85% was on their shit. 85% was making sure we ate. 85% was making sure that we survived and made it through. Some of them didn't even have time to be able to think about liberation because they had to keep their nose to the grindstone to make sure the family ate. So now we at a point where we can look back and be like, oh, they let us down. See, we always got to remember what angle we're looking at our ancestors from. We're looking at our ancestors from an angle where we have the free time and the luxury and the extra light. Because right now, I want y'all to think about this. Right now, 75 years ago, most of you motherfuckers would be burning candles right now. If you could afford candles. You understand what I'm saying? So we got a lot of extra time to be criticizing what and where our ancestors were. Our ancestors never stopped building, dog. If that's the fact, tell me about Tulsa. Hell, tell me about Mount Vernon, Columbus, Ohio. Hell, tell me about those of you that's from Akron. Tell me about around the zoo area, around where they got that big expressway, that thing called the Interbelt. Tell me about what was going on around here. Tell me about when the riots broke out down in Akron around Worcester Avenue. Tell me, and you know what I'm saying? Shit. Tell me about that. Every city had those. We want to isolate it. We feel that we're doing something big when we isolate what they call black excellence. Now to a few motherfuckers, black excellence was the norm. Let's be clear. Black excellence was the norm. This new shit that we coming out with, this new fuckery, this is the new shit. Right? This is the new shit. And we got to be clear about that. I'm just saying. This is what we are, family. This is what we are. And it's like, yo, now, going to the camping trip, can't wait. I get in tomorrow at 9 p.m. And if I didn't have to drive through a Trump zone, if I didn't have to drive through a Great Pumpkin zone, I would get in my car that night and drive down there. Hell no. Nah. Nope. I will wait for early in the morning. I will grab my nephew. I will grab my son. I will grab my daughter. And if my other daughter want to go, grab them. I'm going to call my other daughter, see if she want to go. I'm going to check on another one of my grown sons. And we going to roll out. And then early that Ujima morning, I'm going to pull up into camp and the warrior training going to begin. Family, we got to be about our business. Right now, the thought came to me, we need a 15-passenger van. Just for Columbus. We need at least a 15-passenger van. Right? So now because we got the digital territory, we got family coming. We gather around on a regular basis. We pouring libations. We got daily rituals going on. Now I need to get, and now we got a location where we can centralize and we can meet, and we got a little bit of stability. Now we need to get the transportation so that we can get the people there. Not just kids, because I need y'all to understand, family, when we talk about nation building and we talk about training warriors, I ain't just talking about the babies. I'm not just talking about the babies. I've been doing this for a long time. I got warriors that's 35 and 40 years old out here right now. Might need transportation. I need to have the transportation to get them to a place on a regular frequency so we can start this thing to moving. What's up, Sister Tiandra? What's up? So, hey, family, lines are open, 614-556-4535. Once again, 614-556-4535. I am up here in D.C. Actually, I'm in Alexandria, Virginia. I just went through, doing some tours and stuff. The lines are open. They're red hot. If you want to tune in, if you want to listen. Family, I want you to understand that for those of y'all that don't have Facebook and you might be listening with somebody, you want to listen in, call in and just put your phone on mute. 614-556-4535. I pay for that. Gye-Nyame pay for that. Let me take that out. Gye-Nyame pay for that, right? That means that I can hold up to 100 people on there. All you got to do is call in and mute your phone and you can listen to me. So you don't even have to have Facebook. You can do that every morning. I don't care. The whole piece is to get us into a regular activity. Get us into a regular rhythm. See, this is what culture's about. Culture is the heartbeat. It's the blood flow of a people. It's the consistency. It's the regularity of a people. Keeps us in rhythm. Keep us in harmony. And that's all I'm trying to do, family. One of the reasons I decided to do it like this rather than to have meetings more on a regular basis, because me being on this like this, it frees me up, and it kind of separates me from some of the fuckery that can happen when I try to have meetings in person, right? Like, and then on top of that now, because this is the point I'm coming to right now in the nation building phase I'm in, those that are Gye-Nyame family, those that are serious Gye-Nyame, because we got those that are supporters and we got those that are serious Gye-Nyame. Those that are serious Gye-Nyame, I need decisions are going to have to be made. Nobody will respect your stuff more than you, nor should they. That's everything you do. At this point in time, family, we are developing to a point where we have the ability to do workshops, camps, gatherings at a frequency where we should be able to at least give somebody, if not full-time employment, part-time employment. Our people showed us with the last Kwanzaa. Our people showed us with the Malcolm X Festival. Our people showed us with this camping trip coming up, with the camping trip that just passed, that they are willing to support real work. And I'm saying it's time for us to step up. Either we got to shit or get off the pot and move for the next group to do it. I'm in my 50s, right? And it's time for us to do it. Oh my God, we got you drop Miss Jackie, you dropping gems tonight, young elder. I've been called a young elder. When are we starting our literature? I'm ready to contribute. Our literature. Explain that one, Tiandra. You know what I'm saying? Explain. You right. What you doing this weekend, Miss Tiandra? You need to call me. What you doing? We got a camping trip coming up. If you can't stay, you come up one of those days, right? I'll let you know where it is. You come up one of those days, and we could sit down and we could discuss that, because I'm gonna have at least 2 of y'all there, and I might be able to get one of my daughters to come up just for a little while, because we're gonna have, listen, family, those that ain't coming, listen, right? We got a fish fry. We're gonna have movie night. See, because what I'm trying to show people is that you going to California. Okay. We're gonna start that soon. We're gonna start the newsletter soon. Family, be ready, right? Because we are going to be disseminating not just information, but how-tos. You know what I'm saying? How to take those 5 parts of your being, the intuition, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, and the physical. How-tos. How to get those things in line so we could punch our enemy in the face. Man, we got to study the initial platform, Black Panther, not when anything went wrong, but only the construct that built the most vulnerable homegrown African American organization, period. Now, I'm going to say, Black Panthers was cold, but if we want to really study, all right, we got to go back to the grandfather, right? Right? We got to go back to the grandfather. The blueprint. You know who that was? The Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, right? We got to look at Marcus shit. And then on top of that, we can even go back farther than that, because there's enough research on our kingdoms and the tribes that we come from where we could take those structures and transplant them right here, right now. See, organizing is now hard. What's hard is when you get people who think they could do everything, right? When you get people that think they could do everything, and you put them all in the same room, and everybody doing everything and nothing getting done. Or you got motherfuckers that believe they can multitask and really can't multitask, and because they multitasking, everything is half done, or a quarter done, or a fourth done. You know what I'm saying? Or an eighth done. You see what I'm saying? The whole piece is getting people comfortable, getting people to get in where they fit in. Our people have taught us that. And if you want to even get deeper, to take even deeper than that, if we want, all we got to do is look at the church. Goddamn. That's one of the most successful black organizations there is. And speaking of that, we're going to talk about the church tomorrow morning. I got an article. You know, that's the beauty of going to a hotel. Shouts out to Miss, I don't want you to think I missed you. Shouts out Sharika. I want to make sure, I don't want you to think I missed you. Somebody else is called in. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all, I know my mic is working, but somebody else called in. I'm glad. Welcome. We got 2 people on the line. I'm just going in right now, family, to make sure that they can be heard. Yup, they can be heard. So they must be on mute. Thank y'all for joining the show. We are building up. So now it's time for us to get to the folktale. It's time for us to get to the folktale. Now, Sister Sharika asked, like, the family, I want you to understand this. She in Florida. She said, where's the family down there? You know what I'm saying? Where's the family down there? Well, in that case, you just need to study Iceberg Slim if you want to take it to... See, that's what I'm saying. See, the organizational piece is not the Iceberg Slim. Hell no. You better talk about Big Daddy or something. I mean, Iceberg Slim was pimping. I'm not talking about that. See, because what we got to understand, let's look at this. Let's look at this, right? All we got to do is look at the models that they had and take the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? Take the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the issue, family. For some reason, we fell into the strong individual trap. We honestly believe that it's all about the rugged individual, when it's never been about that in America. It's never been about the rugged individual. A rugged individual wouldn't survive off that boat, and the rugged individual would have never been able to do anything to the Native Americans. The rugged individual would have never been able to bring us over here. It was never a rugged individual. It was always a rugged group. We only ones that believe that, hey, I can make enough money and I can escape. When you can't escape you can't escape. I can't escape this. I can make all the money, but I can't escape this. They make this shit very clear for you. You can't escape this. I can't escape my group. I can't escape my tribe. So why even try? I need to be comfortable there, because when I get comfortable within my tribe and we start bringing our weight up, right? We are able to influence certain things. So this means that if my child want to go to a certain school, that means that my tribe has a certain influence on certain schools. Right? See, Yale and Princeton are 2 different tribes of white folks. They both Ivy League, they both got similar philosophies. Right? But it's 2 different tribes. They're competing. Right? And we got to understand, in a sense, that if we want to build up, we got to be able to do the same shit. We don't all have to agree. You know what I'm saying? The Ivy League don't necessarily agree, but they do agree on who the enemy and who need to be put down. They might disagree on how they going to put them down. One say we're going to put them down fast. Then I'm going to say, no, we need to put them down slow. Then you got another group to come and say, hey, well, we need to keep it in the middle. Let's keep it real, family. I'm not playing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So when we look in an organization, if we look at church, because there are some, like, for example, I know a church in Columbus, right? And you might not agree with churches, but this church not only bought their building, they bought enough land in the back of the building to have a school. They bought enough land in the back of the building to have football leagues play out there. They bought enough land in the back of the building to build an apartment complex for the elders. They built enough, the house certain segments of the population that wouldn't be able to afford it in any other type of way. Right? All of this is built up on a church. And the church is not run by the pastor. The church is run by the board. Now, the pastor can have influence over the board, but hey, that's how it rolls. So family, now, boom, we look at these nonprofit organizations. That's how you set up your tribe. A tribe is a chief, and the chief has a council. And the chief is not supposed to tell the council what to do. The council is supposed to give the chief permission and the space to do what he needs to do. And in order for major things to happen, the chief has to go to the council. Now, the council in European terms was called the Senate. Why was it called the Senate? Senate means old, wise old dudes, right? Senile is the key word to senile, right? Old, the wisdom. That's where they go. We got to be clear. It's very. I'm studying my family right now. You got to look at the construct of the pimp, the game, not the players. All right, here we go. Sister Jackie said she's studying my family right now. Family, and I'm just saying. Okay, here we go. We need to find those things that make it important to each and every one of us to study our families. That's our strength. Unless we own ourselves, we cannot get to that. We are walking around in a rented bodies with no appreciation. Goddamn. She's saying we renting our bodies. Because we don't know who we are, we're renting our bodies. We're taking up space. We ain't even renting, Jackie. We squatting. Many of us are squatting in bodies. Many of us are dark-skinned white folks. We just haven't accepted that fact yet. Right? But now, see, I had to go in like this, family. I'm sorry. I'm hyped because I'm here. I told you my ancestors been moving all day. The information I got was more confirmation because, like I said, boom, I'm on this rites of passage piece. I'm on this warrior training piece, and the training that I got, right, is just affirming me more. You understand what I'm saying? I go into these trainings, I'll be like, damn, they talking about the hero's journey, which is nothing but rites of passage, right? They talking about trauma, right? See, and this is the confusion a lot of people have about trauma, right? They like, we need to eliminate trauma, but society is set up to, in a sense, structure some of the traumas. Because it's from the trauma that a motherfucker grow and learn about the society that they in. Now the problem comes when that trauma is happening outside of a societal context. And it's happening from outside of that society. So what happens is, when you get a predator within a culture, that predator slowly starts to destroying the culture, taking advantage of it by taking advantage and causing unnecessary trauma. The trauma that is supposed to be inflicted is for the culture, to promote the culture, to make the culture stronger. But what we getting in reverse. We're getting trauma inflicted on us to make another culture stronger and to definitely weaken our culture. All right, hold on. And we do not get that. We have to know how good it feels to reach back and understand from whence we come. See, Jack? You see? I feel an energy rebuilding me as we speak. I just found my great-great-grandmother that my mother didn't even know. Yet my mother was already 6 years old when her great-grandmother died. She can't even touching her hands. She can't remember even touching her hands to share that energy with me. That energy built a family, and it built it. Being able to reach back, right? Remembering where we came from, remembering our responsibility, see, because we got to remember our lives right now, our lives. We're in the moment, family. Our life does not belong to us. That's where we get it fucked up. It belongs to the people. This is where we get all fucked up. It's my life. I get to do what the fuck I want. No, it's not your life. It's your people's. The life is for your people. The life is for your people. I was just at the Lincoln Memorial, and what they did at the Lincoln Memorial was that they had what they call the Marines. It was their summer march. Every Kuji Chakalia, they come out and they march. Right, and they do their little fancy. They got the band playing. They did it with precision. And basically, what they got is a ceremony where they're showing individuals ready to die for the culture, ready to die for America. And I don't understand if y'all understand the depths of the mind state of somebody who isn't something that they are proud of. Family, we got a lot of people that's just hanging on to us because they ain't got no other choice. We need individuals that's in it to win it. I messed up, laughing out, but you got it. You genius, you filled in the blanks perfect. Tell everyone to see Daughters of the Dust. Do not go any further without watching that movie. That is the crux of everything you're trying to explain. I know you saw it. You were down with MBP when I was still there. MBPC. I never really sat through that movie. I was smoking a lot of weed back in those days, Jackie. So a lot of movies that you thought I saw, I probably slept through. I mean, if they wasn't shooting and shit like that, there wasn't no shooting in the Daughters of the Dust. I'm just honest. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how the fuck I'm gonna be out here? I got to be honest. You ain't got admin that. You ain't got. I mean, why not? See, because this the issue. I need some of the young people out there to realize that where I was, where they are now, I once was. I once was. See, a lot of times people eliminate themselves from leadership positions, eliminate themselves from the movement because they think they got to be perfect and they had to be perfect their whole life. Hell no. We are building an imperfect army. We are building an imperfect nation. You know why? Because there's no such thing as perfect. It's only better. Only better. You can't name a hero who wasn't scarred. You can't name a hero who never fell short. You can't do it. Not a human. All right, well, you see it. You motherfucker get your Netflix subscription. Look for it on there. I got Netflix. I got all that. Gye-Nyame Journey provides all. I mean, it's the whole piece of this, family. We're doing it. Brother Shaka on the line. Go ahead, bro. What's going on? Somebody else on the line.
What's up, man?
I'm chilling. I'm just
I appreciate you out there.
Oh man, hey, I get internationally known, locally recognized. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you got the ancestors with you, family, listen, family. I mean, I'm so blessed. I mean, I ain't got no money. Sitting up here drinking, I'm drinking tea, nitrogen infused tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm fasting. I'm able to go to another city. If I was hungry, I got people that feed me. If I need a ride, I got people to give me a ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a workshop. I'm getting free information. You can't get it no better than that. My kids is taken care of. They safe. I got adult kids that's trying to get at me. I got a camping. I got people organizing a camping trip. Gye-Nyame Journeys organized a camping trip, and I'm able to be here. Man, listen, it's good. But how's it going up there on the northern front? You know what I'm saying? On our lakes on our lakefront property. What's going on up there?
Hey man, things are beautiful. I'm trying to get more and more people involved in the conversation, at least. So God willing, we'll start seeing some folk trickle in to these these weekly things that we put up for them. And once again, I want to shout. I just want to thank you once again, Hot Tim, for keeping this thing going on consistently, making sure that we don't miss days. Because it's been this past quarter, man, I've been doing so much that it's been hard to keep up the Mind of Shaka. In fact, I feel like the Mind of Shaka deserves a reboot so that we can pick up on some of that energy on our days off.
Dude, one of the reasons I changed it to Gye-Nyame Journey Media is because we got a whole umbrella. We're gonna operate as an umbrella where we're gonna be able to pump this stuff out, because this is the issue, man. I'm surrounded by so many talented people. I have spent the last 10 years wondering why in a sense we're struggling like this. Why we're struggling like this. I mean, I've been listening to your music for the last 15 years, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing people around me with all this talent, and I have never been able to put it together, right? And all of a sudden, it's like, damn, we just got to direct that ancestral energy. I gotta just keep on asking the ancestors. I gotta keep on doing this, and people see that, see what I'm doing, and we'll start building up a momentum, building up that momentum, so that when you put out a project, because all what they're saying is what they tell us is it only takes 1,000. That's it. It only takes 1,000. It only takes 1,000 of us thinking the way we thinking right now, and we'll start changing the world. Only 1,000. And they out there, and they're waiting, and they're coming, right? And it's like, family, all we gotta do is be patient. All we gotta be is true. And then when it start happening, all we gotta do is stay humble. And that's going to be the hard part. And we got to be able, those of us that's in the mix and getting up and doing the work every day, got to remind each other, hey, stay humble. You're going to fuck everything up. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, bro. So I just wanted to say that, man. So, you know what I'm saying, with the Mind of Shaka Boom, if you want to reboot it, however you want to reboot it, we could do it. I already told you, you already could use the line. You could already use the Spreaker station, because I got 8 years of time on there. So if you want to start your own show, you gonna start your own show. Like, the piece is, I done did the groundwork. You don't have to recreate that shit. Blow your shit up and then jump the fuck off. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because the point is, if one of us get exposure, all of us gonna get exposure. And it only takes 1,000. 1,000 buying the t-shirt. It only take 1,000 buying that ambrosia. It only take 1,000 buying that red June. It only takes 1,000. It only takes 1,000. We're gonna change the world. Because there's gonna be exchanging going on. There's gonna be all of our principles working. And once all that energy start working, all those principles is working, and we all running on those seven cylinders, man, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing with us. At all. Except try to kill us. But I'm viral now. You know what I'm saying? Because because you already know, Shaka, especially you already know. We got children out there that we don't even know. We got children that the young people that we was working with back in the day is working with now. That come up to you and be like, hey man, I heard about you through such and such. Mama, he told my OG told me, blah, 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 boom, boom. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I'm glad. Oh, you understand what I'm saying? Oh, wow.
Right. Right. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. It's a beautiful time in the universe right now. And, another thing that I've been doing, Tim, is using other platforms to be able to corral folks into the conversation. So, once again, the fact that we have so many, not so many, but such central platforms is another blessing.
Word.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it, man. The dating sites. The dating sites, you got people that are just going from room to room, trying to get involved in a conversation. You know what I mean? Trying to find themselves in other people. So they are vulnerable already to it. We just got to get them off of that other frequency. Because it's interesting. Of course, a lot of folks don't go to dating sites to try to feed the higher self. But when you captivate the higher self in a situation where it's like, they come to a room because of beauty, and the sister's talking about something on the next level, they're gonna stay a little bit. And then if you give them something that they can chime into, that they can, you know what I mean?
Word.
It's like it's interesting to watch the energy do what it do, because I'll step into a room sometime and talk to folks the way that we be talking, and at first it's like, this dude think that he knows something different. And it's like, once again that humble thing. It's like, you just break down the evidence of it, and then people start chiming in. It's like at first you run into that lower self frequency when the ego want to charge up and stick their chest out, like, what's going on here, and all of a sudden everybody in that room is on a totally different conversation. That's when I let them know a little bit about where we at. And so, hopefully tonight you got some folks that's chiming in, that's listening to me talk on other platforms, and and eventually we'll start making ourselves known, like, where we know each other from. I think that this is an excellent, and like I say, you kind of remind me of Will Smith on I Am Legend, where the brother's like on the radio frequency every day. I'm gonna be here at 12 o'clock every day. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's on some real shit, because our people need consistency. Our people, you know what I'm saying? So people know that somewhere between 5:15 and 5:30, you know what I'm saying? Umoja, Thunia, and people starting to catch on to the language. See, because the whole piece is, like I said, what is a nation? What is a culture? I mean, what is a family? It all breaks down to the basic definition: a stable, historically developed community, people with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, and language in common. We've been working on language for years. We've been working on the distinctive culture. What separates us from everybody else? You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying? What separates us? What makes our culture unique? How we use the words, how the things that we do, the language that we speak. You know what I'm saying? The actions that we take, the way we look at the world, right? Economic life. Now what we're working on is getting that economic life together. So when somebody look at my shirt, my Daily Toaster shirt, and be like, I want one of those Daily Toaster shirts, they understand it's something in them that sparks, that they understand that it's about that. It's that economic life flowing. We're exchanging. I'm providing goods for them, right? And eventually we're going to find our stable. And Shaka, one of the things that you have to really understand, we got to get down with this. We got to master whether we brewing or fermenting. We are, because a vision came to me, because I don't know if you remember, you old enough to remember black and white shows, but do you remember one of the first things that used to happen on the black and white shows and black and white movies, when in the old days people used to come in and they used to come home from work? Do you remember the first thing they used to do?
What?
They come in, they would go to a little cabinet, or they would go to their little bar, and they would mix them a little drink, and he would drink them a drink. What I'm proposing is that our drink is the drink of the 21st century, the 21st and the 22nd century. Our drink. I ain't talking about the mass marketed. I ain't talking about the mass produced. I'm talking about in movies and in other places, people popping in and just drinking our shit. You know what I'm saying? The actual the one from the artist. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what they did with alcohol. What I'm saying is we got a help drink. Hey, let's put it out there. But we got some people out here, and then we're going to get into these proverbs. What other outlets are you on, Brother Shaka? Sister Sharika want to find you. Brother Shaka, she want to know what other outlets you on. Tiandra said, I found family Kwanzaa 2017 and have been engaged with our growing family ever since. Beyond grateful to more intentionally connect with the ancestors, brothers, sisters, and elders. It's coming, sis. Because like I said, one of the things that we're doing here, eventually, because my goal is one day we're going to have the camping grounds. Because what I'm trying to get people to understand, because I want you to understand this, we're having the fish fry out in the woods. We having a movie night out in the woods. How y'all doing that? How y'all doing it? You supposed to be suffering. We gonna have people out there with big beds out there. You see what I'm saying? I want people to understand that you come out to the woods and not have to rough it. Right? Now we can take small vacations together. So one year we could be like, hey, well, we're not gonna do it in Columbus. We're gonna do it in such and such. And we just go and get us a group campsite in another state, and we just drive there because it's cheap. It's affordable. Or we could just keep it in Ohio for this foreseeable future and just be like, boom, all right, boom, and do ceremony, do rituals. Our young people that are going at a certain age, it's certain tasks that they have to accomplish, it's certain jobs that they get, so that they can see how a village works. How we gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? How we gonna nation build and we never really had to run shit? We got to. I mean, this one thing I learned with Simba. How you gonna nation build and you ain't never run shit? You know what I'm saying? With Simba, we come and we take over. We take over a camp. You understand what I'm saying? We take over a camp. Right? Boom. You boom, boom, boom. Then with the underground, what we used to do, we would go and we would take over an area and we would cook and we would provide everything for that period of time. What happens when we're able to do it for a week or we're able to do it for 2 weeks? Hold on. Here we go. Brother Hatim and whole G&J is much needed. Thank you for all that you are doing. Of course, sis, you was raised up in this. Advertisement for Ovaltine. Exactly. We're doing it. Thank you all. Thank you for all you do. I'm saying without this platform that wouldn't be possible or is dynamic. Tag Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Spreaker in the mix too. That's right. Because of schedule, I haven't been able to attend Tawi lately, but I'm still connected because of Gye-Nyame. That's right. See, because the piece now, what we're gonna start doing is for some of those things we could broadcast them. I just been lazy. Right now I'm building up the team of young people. I said we're a media company, so I'm building up young people so that when we have these things, I got people with the mind state to take pictures up in the event, do a little video, record the sound, and we could broadcast. See, because like I said, man, we gotta keep it rolling. Even when we don't agree, even when we falling out, we gotta keep it rolling. Shocking, man, you better get in here, man. I'm on fire tonight. I'm telling you, man. They shouldn't have let me come to the ancestor worshiping capital because my ancestors shutting all this shit down tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Shutting it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm in West Asian. I'm in West Asian ancestor worshiping capital. My ancestors got me on fire. Y'all mess with the wrong goddamn one. All right, since Shaka all quiet, Dion was on the line with us too, Shaka.
Okay.
I mean, he hung up though. I think he was scared. I'm just joking. So here is the folk tale for the night, family. This is the folk tale for the week. I want y'all to now see, because what we're gonna start doing, right? Those that are serious about the 224 self-help process, where you taking at least 2 hours within every 24-hour period of day and working on you. I'm not talking about necessarily working with the kids. That's cool. But I'm talking about taking a solid 2 hours to work on you. Right? And then let's work on some nation building too. We could throw that in there too. But we got to spend some time working on us. See, because our enemy is constantly working. They're working 24 hours a day. And what happens is that your 2 hours will start expanding. You start finding out that 2 hours is not enough. And the answer is going to make it possible for you to spend 3 hours. But you still going to be able to make enough money to survive. Then it's going to move it to 4 hours, to where now you're able to make enough money to live and still. Now you say, damn, I need 6 hours. Right? Man, click on this link and see the message they sell this with. Ancestry.com. Uh-oh. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared to push that because, they shit, they'll connect me with some, because right now they using, listen, for me, I'm just saying, and I got people on here that did it, so I'm gonna leave it alone, but shit, you know what I'm saying, they connecting, they solving crimes with the Ancestry.com database, so we need to make sure that these motherfuckers is using this shit for what it's supposed to be appropriately used for, or better yet, Jackie, you got kids my age. I mean, not my age. My children's age. We got Cleve. We got all these young people. We need to put them in. We need to get some of them saying, listen, you doing genetics. Shut up. You doing genetics. These geneticists. Shut up. Genetics. Right? See, because because that's all it is. That's all it is. We honestly think the motherfuckers actually picking some of these career fields that they in. No. They're being directed and guided. Yo, people need this. The fuck you talking about? You busy. You want to be a rap star. Nigga, rap in your spare time. Get your ass up in there and study a genetic book. We need geneticists. Right? They say, give dad answer. Oh, yeah, for Father's Day, right? Shit, might be giving dad a 20-year bid. You know what I'm saying? So the folktale today, family, here we go. A gnat settled on a horn of a bull and sat there a long time. Just as he was about to fly off, he made a buzzing noise. Bzzz, and inquired of the bull if he would like him to go. Hold on, Shaka. My computer keep hanging up.
This conference is being recorded by the organizer.
I don't know why it's hanging up, Shaka. I apologize. And inquired of the bull. It just hangs up. I don't know. I might need to get me another conferencing site, since they don't like my money, obviously. My son asked for his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Engineers and hackers as well. Oh, I'm not just limit. What I'm saying is, our need is limitless. I'm just pointing out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit. Since everybody want to get their DNA done, we might as well get some of our young people focused on that and then take it to the next step. What is possible after we start breaking down the DNA sequences? See, because not only can you find out a person's ancestry, you can find out certain elements within nature that you can use on certain DNA types that can help heal them. You know what I'm saying? What about, the medical steps that an individual could take? You know what I'm saying? The life extension steps that people can take. The finding and getting rid of disease aspect that they could do. Lord, my imagination is limited in because I'm not versed in it. But imagine what happened when we get our kids able to imagine the shit that they could do with some of the stuff that's out here. So we need warriors, we need farmers, we need geneticists, we need engineers, we need carpenters, we need ship builders, we need captains of ships, we need navigators. Hell, we need everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't be successful if you outsource everything. That's what they got you believing in America, but that shit don't, because you best believe that deep down, they got somebody that can handle all this shit. We can introduce and expose them to these career fields, but ultimately we all should be led and connected to purpose. I could dig it. But part of purpose is a cultural piece. And a lot of times, people will move towards things because the culture needs it. Our young people think that their culture is not connected to anything, but once they really start seeing the needs, a lot of our children will start picking up on shit that we never thought that they would. Oh, the culture need this. The culture need this. What? Oh, okay. I'm gonna give the culture what it needs. Why? Because the culture is the way we survive. When you start getting the children to understand that, then they'll start moving consciously. Eventually, but unconsciously, they'll start moving in directions to start giving the culture what it needs. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We got individuals within fields they have no connection to and are not only miserable but lackluster and detrimental in their fields. And that's because they're not really doing it for their culture. They're doing it for the money. We got a lot of people out here pursuing it for the money. We made money the higher purpose, which means that many of us have made money God. Let me say that many of us have made money God and made money okay, the reason for doing everything. And it has really fucked us up. When you really get down to it, when the whole concept has really messed us up. See, it's money over everything. And what people don't understand, when you say money over everything, this means that you'll sell your mama. This means that you'll sell yourself. This means that you'll sell your best friend. This means that you'll do anything for money. And this is what you see. This is what you see with this mentality. So I will sell my entire future to get money. So I hate engineering. I like working with people more. I had to make a decision. Because everybody's telling me I need to be an engineer. I'm like, I don't like that shit. I'm not going to fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I ain't even going to struggle through that shit. I'm not even going to do that. I see motherfuckers, they look like they got headaches and they wearing glasses and shit. You know what I'm saying? I like working with people. All that shit too much. I'm not doing that. Right? I could have forced myself through that shit. I done did it before. I said, no, I'm gonna pursue something. It's something calling me. So what we got to expose our children to is the concept of vocation. Vocation. See, a lot of motherfuckers think vocation is just an individual that can work with their hands. Vocational training. Vocation means the calling. We got to teach our children to hear the call.
The one thing that I want to bring to is that our children are learning the technologies and are mastering the technologies that we can't. But they can access more of the data that we need in terms of, information is power. It's like you look at, the whole conversation about the geneticists or whatnot. Not only, through that technology can we discover, one's historical lineage, but, scientifically, we can spot out their whole family units. Not only that, but one of the things for me that I understand to level the playing field is that the systems that are used against us, they're used against us with the same information because, they know everything about us, about our families, about our household, through our medical records and things like that. Just imagine if that was public record for everybody who's dealing with us on that level. So imagine if we knew every magistrate and every prosecutor and every judge's line. It's like, whatever they represent and whatever they're using against us, it's the same information that we can use as power because, once they realize that they're accessible. So it's our children. It's our children that bring us that power because we focused on our roles and, so just putting that out there that, as our children are developing more, becoming more savvy with the technology, that is as pertinent to our survivalhood as what we're doing.
Word. I mean, it's like, technology is going to be like weapons training. Technology is going to be like rifle and knife combat. You're going to have to learn how to deal with it. This shit right here is essential. Right? It's essential. Right? But now, let me finish the story, family. I'm sorry. So, because we had I'm sorry. I came in on fire. I can't help it. All right. A gnat and the bull. I want y'all to listen to this story because I've been thinking about this all day. I read it for those daily toasters early in the morning, and for those that want to be on the daily toast list. Now, and those that want their ancestors on the daily toast, you don't have to participate every day with the daily toast to have your ancestors, to have us celebrate your ancestors. You don't have to get up with us every morning and do the daily toast to join our ancestral family. See, because when we start reading our ancestors together, we form a tight chain among us, family. So I'm trying to get that part of it to grow. I want people to understand that I'm saluting ancestors, family. I'm saluting ancestors, right? I'm trying to guide the energy, right? And some of y'all could join. But you could put your ancestors in that, and as we start reading them, our bonds will become stronger. All right, hold on. A gnat settled on the horn of a bull and sat there a long time. Just as he was about to fly off, he made a buzzing noise and inquired of the bull if he would like him to go. The bull replied, I did not know you had come, and I shall not miss you when you go away. I know some of y'all missed that. I know y'all missed it. I know some of y'all missed that. I'm gonna read it again because it's such a pertinent and a simple point, but it's one that covers the mind state of a lot of us, the mind state of many of us, the mind state that hold us stuck, the mind state that debilitates us in the face of competition as a group. And I guess we could call it the gnat mind state. Let me read it again. A gnat settled on a horn of a bull and sat there for a long time. Just as he was about to fly off, he made a buzzing noise and inquired of the bull if he would like him to go. The bull replied, I did not know you had come, and I shall not miss you when you go away. The end. Now there's a moral, so let me read the moral to you real quick. All right? I don't really like reading the morals, but let's go and look at it. Some men are of more consequence in their own eyes than the eyes of their neighbors. All right, Shaka, you want to go at it, or you want me to get it? What you want to do, fam?
You know what? I'll do what I do. I'll tinker for a second, and then because
I'm about to slay this motherfucker.
See how we resolve.
I'm about to destroy it, Shaka. tear it up, Shaka.
It reminds me. It takes me right into an episode of a show that I used to watch called Boondocks, and this was the one episode when I think it was the first season that Grandpa is like telling the stories of back when he used to march with Martin Luther King. Right? Mm-hmm. And the thing is that all of his stories put him right in the mix of the civil rights movement, right? Shoulder to shoulder, side by side with MLK. Right? And then you get and then you hear the true story. I forget who came in the mix. It must have been Ruckus or somebody like that. Came in the mix and just blew up the whole thing. Like, man, he wasn't. That wasn't what he was doing. He was over there trying to get a date with such and such, and Blase skip. So the piece is that years later he telling his story as if his personal endeavors, his selfish intentions had all to do with the collective. Right, with this collective cause, and he telling his grandkids about who he was, basically like war stories, and then come to find out he was just there by circumstance. He had nothing to do with MLK, but he was just there for a totally different reason. So it's like so the bull in this story, represent the movement and the gnat in the movement. It's like if you have no function whatsoever, you're irrelevant. You're Aquaman. But go ahead.
Damn. He just hit on Aquaman. God damn. Aquaman mad right now. I got a movie coming out. This sucker just ruining my movie preview.
Yeah. Tell him to send some fish over here.
Man, you need to do something. You right, useless superhero. All right, here we go. About useless Wolverine. Motherfucker running around with claws and shit. But hey. So here we go.
Tiandra going off over there. I see her in the comments. Just,
Oh man, I go back and read them. But hey, this is the peach family. Now, when you a child, you spoke as a child, you acted as a child. Now, what are some of the actions of a child? A child believes that the whole world rotates around them, and for a while it does. As a baby, the whole world rotates around you. Right? The mother, whenever you hungry, whenever you cry, the mother is able to put the breast in your mouth or put the bottle in your mouth, or somebody is around to comfort you. Right? But as you start getting older, you start finding out that the world is not like that. But one of the things, because we talk about the extended adolescence, but I think we need to go a little bit deeper and talk about the extended toddler phase that a lot of us are in. We got 30-year-old toddlers, motherfuckers who honestly think that the world is circulating and flowing around them, right? So I fall out with people because I perceive that they were talking about me. I fall out with people because I perceived that, they were dissatisfied with something that I did, and how dare they? And the whole world is circulating around me like I'm a solar system. And many of us are operating out of that toddler. That's a toddler mind state. See, because as you come into being older, you start realizing your role in the family, because as you get older, you start receiving a role in the family. But because the family structure has been broke down for many of us, we don't receive the roles. You know what I'm saying? We still are allowed to think that the world rotates around us. We have been given extended grace in life. We are living in a time where a fool can get old. Let me say that to y'all right now. See, because y'all need to understand, family, that it wasn't always nature would not allow fools to get old, because it weakens the gene pool. And life is about survival. And if you allow the weak and the feeble, you know what I'm saying, the lazy and the stupid to survive, you destroy that whole group. Culture will not allow that to happen. Right? But we're living in a time where fools are allowed to get old. Right? And this frame of thought, like this gnat, is foolish thought. This gnat honestly thinks that when he landed on this bull actually gave a damn that he was there. Hell, he even tried to buzz to get the bull's attention. I'm the center of the universe. Hey, I'm over here. Excuse me, you gonna miss me when I'm gone? That's how many of us are. And all I'm saying is, family, we gotta get out. We gotta get the center off of us. We gotta get the thought off of us and put it into the people. See, because what happens is we start thinking that it's about us. And when we start thinking about it, see, because let me say it like this. Let me bring it back around, right? One thing I discovered when I was
because Black Lives Matter. That's why.
Oh yeah, Black Lives Matter, right? Listen, family, think about this. When I was young, one of the things I realized was when I started looking at corporations, I started understanding why corporations were formed. Corporations are extended life states. Corporations are places in which generational wealth is transferred. Corporations is an extended life form. So when an individual goes up against a corporation, the individual always loses, because even if I got all of the facts, even though I got all the truth, even though justice should be on my side, the corporation could weigh me out. Because the corporation got 1,000 years. I got 60. As an individual, you got 60 years. As a people, we got eternity. When you start focusing on you as an individual, you rob the people of our piece of eternity. When we start acting as individuals, we rob our people of eternity. We're just a group of individuals. We're just a group of random parts. Rather than being unified, rather than being interdependent and understanding our interdependence. right? We can't have purpose. We can't be on purpose together because there is no purpose. We're just here. Like I said, many of us are closet atheists. We just don't want to say it. Many of us are dark-skinned white people. We just don't want to say it. But I say it for you. You closet atheists. Oh, you dark-skinned white man or white woman. Shame on you. Deceiving everybody around you. How dare you? I'm just saying, family. We gotta keep it all the way. We gotta keep it all the way 100. This folktale covers a majority of us. Many of us are running around here in a goddamn illusion, thinking that it's about me, thinking that the world is really watching you. Like I be having motherfuckers come up to me, families and individuals talking to me like the conspiracy that's out here is just against them. Like, well, you ain't doing nothing of pertinence. Why they try? They're not trying to destroy you. They're trying to destroy a group. Goddamn idiot. What are you doing to combat this? No, you buzzing. Zzz. Did you notice I was here? I didn't even notice you. You're going to get caught like the rest of the gnats. Don't worry about it.
Hey, but that's the thing though, Tim. A lot of times when you're in a situation like us because of what we stand for, you are the bull, and sometimes it is a whole bunch of gnats around you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the community start buzzing, because here's the thing, is that the bull is under fire. It's a commodity. One day, sooner than later, somebody gonna come for that bull's meat or that bull's hide or his bones or whatever it is that they need from him. And when that day happens, what happened to all the gnats that's sitting around him?
They gonna move to another bull.
Exactly. And so,
if they survive,
it ain't right.
See,
right.
The gnats need the bull. The bull don't necessarily need the gnats. The gnats desire to be around the bull. The bull don't desire to be around the gnats. The bull attracts the gnats, and the gnats rotate around that bull. They within that bull's life cycle, dead or alive. They feed off that bull. They need the bull. The bull don't need them. But this gnat figured that this bull actually recognized as a group, the gnats could eat his ass up. That's why he got the tail. Just in case they start acting up, he got that tail to move around and catch every now and then. But when them gnats is going at him, you know what I'm saying? They got it not necessarily organized, but they out there doing what they supposed to be doing. Not necessarily trying to be noticed. Because think about this. This gnat is trying to be noticed. Why are you trying to be noticed? I could flick my ear and crush you. I could flick my... We got brothers. We got brothers who will make a little bit of money and go out and buy the most expensive car that they could get. We got brothers that will make a little bit of money and go out and get the most expensive shit. They're buzzing. Zzz. You notice me? Hey, you see me? Hey, don't you see me? Don't you love me? Don't you see me? You can't see me? Well, let me go and get some more rims. Let me get a big belt so you can see me. Let me go and buy out the bar so that you can see me. Don't you see me? I didn't even know you was there. And I won't miss you when you're gone. You know why? And do you know what's even more important about it? Because like that ox will live about 100 to 1,000 gnats lifetime before somebody come and get him. The ox, you know what I'm saying? The ox, there's going to be another gnat to take your place. I don't even have to know. Matter of fact, I'm so used to y'all buzzing, I ain't even notice you. Family, we need to stop buzzing. I'm sorry, Shaka. You hung up on me, man? Uh-oh. Lady J. What's up, Lady J? Join the conversation.
Am I too late?
No, baby. I'm in D.C. I'm
You
hot.
right on
I'm
time.
on fire. You done missed the whole damn conversation, girl. Don't you come in here with no new shit. Don't you do it. I already know you got some new shit. Go ahead, Lady J. Drop something on
You
us.
know we're going to be on here till midnight now.
Oh, I cannot stand y'all and y'all jokes.
But thank you for calling in.
I
Oh,
do have
Lady J.
something.
Lady J.
I have something.
But hold on.
Yes.
Before you go, I need you to do me a favor. Because you're going to SIMSA real soon. And I have a present to send one of the Makungas. Right? And I'm gonna need it to go from your hands to her hand, either yours or Miss Tracy's. So I'm gonna need it to go from your hands to her hands, right? And I'm gonna need you to remind me, all right? Because it's coming. With y'all time is almost here. But go ahead.
Is it something to drink? Are we going to be enjoying your
If she want to make it,
roses?
if she want to make it on the way, if she want to make it down there, she can. But I give you some. If I got some, I would give you something to take with you to drink. But this sister is gonna be making her own. You know what I'm saying? She and y'all might she might bless you with some. She might bless you with some while you up there. She might not. That's on her. Uh-oh. And she on here right now, huh?
Okay. I'm trying to think of I think I want to call her Queen Makunga. Is that who I'm taking it to?
No, this is Miss Heather. Well, she one of the queens, one of the originals. Right?
She's Queen Makunga. She makes the power moves.
Hey,
She's the show.
Make sure you take her the gift from Gye-Nyame so she can, keep us in those prayers. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, so go ahead. What you got for us today?
All right, tell me something. When is Father's Day?
I think it's this Imani. You trying to get me to do push-ups. You ain't slick.
You could have just told me it's coming up. This week?
Yes.
Okay. I got something to say relating to Father's Day. Are you ready?
Don't you get clicked, because I know you about to start some. She about to start something. Go ahead.
Okay, so just real quick, I was scrolling in my history, and I went to a post that I posted in 2014, but I posted it every year. I try to post it every year on Father's Day. Same message. Got a lot of foul words in it, but I want to share it with you guys. In 2014, Mahogany, which is a company under Hallmark, created a card that said, "For you, Mom," on Mother's Day. And we know that Mahogany is actually the black, the African American kind of
it's supposed to be
piece of pop. Yeah. And so I was very outraged by this card. And the reason I was outraged by this card is because I could see the mockery in it. And I didn't like that it was being geared towards, African Americans. And so then the other piece was that, back in the day when I was coming up, single moms, it was a thing. You call your single moms, we all, Happy Father's Day. But I was so young, you know what I'm saying? And so what happened as I matured and as I got older, the men got older and the men matured. And what I personally know I think I know a lot of stand-up men. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of good men. And though my father who raised me is deceased, and though my children's father's deceased, and my grandfather's deceased. On Father's Day, I like to recognize those men in the community. And I have an issue with women who use this day where we should be focusing on the fathers, the stand-up men in our community. We should be, and that could be our fathers, it could be our big brothers, our uncles, our barbers, our neighbors. All of these men are father figures. And so I'm just over the foolishness. I'm over, all of that. And I just want to say for every, yes.
How do you feel about those women who celebrate their studs on Father's Day?
Ooh,
their sons?
God damn.
No, they're studs.
I'm about to get off of
They're
this.
studs.
Ooh, God damn, Shaka trying to start some shit.
I'm just going to be transparent right now, and I'm going to be honest.
Yes.
I don't make many statements about that community. Period. Reason being is because it will quickly come off. I will quickly come off as a bigot. And so what I'm going to say is that on Father's Day we should be celebrating the men in our community.
But I'm a man.
The men.
I'm a man.
Who's a man? No. Okay, now I gotta tell y'all something. But I gotta finish this. I want to say for every deadbeat dad, there's an unfit mother. On Mother's Day, we don't spend time talking about all of these deadbeat moms who have abandoned their children. We don't spend time talking about these half-ass moms that are so preoccupied with themselves that they don't care for, supervise, protect, provide for their children. We don't talk about them on Mother's Day. We just automatically, you can go somewhere on Mother's Day and nobody even know you have children and they're already saying Happy Mother's Day to you. That's how it goes on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And I feel like our men in our community, because we see so much negative propaganda, so much, so many stereotypes that are pushed, perpetuated, that we should not succumb and we should not be a part of the negative propaganda and the lies about the men in our community. We should not. So on that,
we
encourage, should, and I'm going to say the same thing on Thursday. I encourage women to celebrate the men. And that's whoever it is. Whoever it is, acknowledge them. They don't have to be your father. They could be a father. I know so many single fathers. It's alarming. I know so many stand-up dads who are awesome. You know what I'm saying? I think about some of the fathers, some of the fathers of my cheerleaders, and the drill team and the support I get. I remember one time I took the girls somewhere to Bob Evans. There was one father there, with his girls. And it touched my soul. You know what I'm saying? I've just seen these men volunteer their time. I've seen them. And I just get so upset when we don't want to, we succumb to the lies. And so, I just can't do it. So, Paige, I'll be posting, and all of these are old posts that I just basically repost. Things I've already said that I just say again because I feel like they need to be said. Now, there's always going to be a woman on my post that tells me that her mama raised her and she was single and that doesn't, that so many women have. You know what I'm saying? Historically. That doesn't mean that we should not take a day out to recognize our father. So I do want to say the Monday following Father's Day, that day after, that is Deadbeat Father's Day. You can spend all your time the day after Sunday blasting the man that you chose to have children with, right? Blasting the man that didn't have a job when you met him and you laid down, right? Blasting the man that didn't take care of his previous 3 kids before you decided to give him 2 more.
Ouch.
You see what I'm saying? You
God
can do
damn,
all of that
lady, you
on Monday.
rough on him. God damn, hold on, lady. Jay, slow down. You're missing some of them, and the lashes is hitting some of us. God damn, slow down. You know what I'm saying?
just saying. That's what I'm saying what they're going to say. That's all I'm saying was what they're going to say.
Got
I
blood
don't even know it to
flying.
be true. Because let me tell y'all this story quick. So I knew this chick when I worked at the jail, right?
Hold on. Everybody that's new, this is Lady J. This is actually her show, and she don't have no short stories. Just get ready. Go.
No, this is mildly hilarious. So I worked at this jail, right, with this chick. She was a stud, right? She was a stud, and she looked. If her breast could be any smaller, I would thank money that she was a man. This woman looks like a man. Well, this woman has a child, right? So she's always on Facebook dogging her baby dad. Talking about how he won't come to the boys' basketball game. How he did. And I'm looking at this woman, and I'm thinking to myself, you don't need a baby dad. You need a baby mama. You are the daddy. You are the daddy. So now you want your baby dad to show up, and you want people to be trying to figure out how 2 men had a kid. I would feel awkward too.
Damn.
I would feel awkward. And
Lady J, Lady J, hold on. I gotta give a 9 count. Time out. Cause you on them hard. Hold on. All right, go ahead. They ready? Come out. Go back. You in your quarter? Come on out. All right, go ahead. God, you damn.
That's all I'm saying. I get to feel in some type of way. I haven't. I used to have mini rants. I used to go on Facebook. I would rant all the time. These posts are usually like 12 pages long.
God damn.
The good news is, they're long-winded as well. They're kind of poetic in nature. So it reads like that, right? But yeah, I don't do that as often. But Father's Day is going to bring it out because I just can feel that. I feel people in their spirit getting ready to do some foolishness.
We call it on this show. On this show, we call it fuckery and white magic. It's some fuckery and white magic about to go down because it works for.
I call it foolishness and fuckery.
Hey, you know how we combat that? With the Baba movement. For everybody that just didn't hear me.
We heard you.
I heard you.
We waiting for explanation. You know what I mean? You dropping a movement on a nigga. I ain't never heard of that shit. I'm like, yo, you got to be.
Check it out.
He did talk about it before. He talked about it.
How old is this movement?
We live in the age of the fatherless. We
don't. That's one of the myths. No, we don't. I'm gonna argue that point down. No, we don't. I'm at a school where I'm seeing fathers come up all the time. I'm
gonna argue that we are.
I'm gonna argue that we're not.
And I'm gonna
argue that we're not.
tell you why.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why. So, when you look at, and I'm just talking about our communities. So I'm going to use Brittenell for an example. Many years ago, do you remember when they rounded up all those men and sent them to jail?
Right.
I worked at the school in that community. I watched what happened when they rounded those men up and gave them those sentences. When I look at the statistics and the demographics for murders, and I'm just talking about Columbus, and I look at the number of black who were murdered, and I look at the fact that they were murdered by other blacks. So that means that if those men had children, they no longer have a father. But now not only are their children fatherless, but the person committing the crime who has to go to prison, their children are fatherless too, right? So I'm not saying I think that we have a number, and so I'm going to say this. I see why. When I think about that phenomenon, I understand why polygamy is it could be a solution or it could be an option for nation building. And it has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with beauty. It has everything to do with your obligation and your commitment to your community.
Stop. I gotta give him another 9 count. You not hold on. Go to your end of the ring. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your gloves. All right. Go ahead, Lady J, because you just got done. Now you're hitting her with the polygamy blow. God damn it, this is Lady J, and she's going to fuck off, and I ain't said shit. So if my wife is out there, and y'all, the word get around that somebody was talking about some polygamy, I ain't had shit to do with that. That was Lady J. Go ahead.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. I just, I have to tell people that. So
you gonna drop all these bombs. You done beat up on the studs. You knocked the shit out of them. Then you beat up on the shameless. You called them everything but trappy moms. You done beat up on polygamy. You know what I'm saying? You done hit them with the polygamy blow. That's like a rapid blow to the kidney and shit. So I got to take a point away from you. But you wanted to fight.
Go ahead.
You wanted to fight.
Okay, but so let me just say this. For all the women who are, and I know none of the women listening would say something like this because I give them credit, but there are women out here who would say, yeah, only way I would agree with that is if I could have a second husband. And I just want to say, women, that's not what this is about. If you need a second husband to meet your needs, then you need to just fire the first husband.
God damn.
This is about nation.
Stop.
Building.
1, 2,
nation
3.
building.
Hold on. Hey. You about to get this hold on. Go over to the neutral corner, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your glove. What state you in? You all right? Okay. Go ahead. All right, lady, go ahead.
I don't know what your argument is about the fatherless, and I just listen. Our kids aren't fatherless.
Who?
What I'm saying is that it was by design that we got that we've been replaced.
Dude, hold on.
And thing is,
wait, hold on. Listen, man. Listen. We come from a culture where the father wasn't a father any goddamn way. I mean, y'all we be talking this father this shit, and I got 30 kids that I ain't laid down with nobody's mama. I got about 30 kids. What is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I mean, so y'all talking about?
Think about the number of kids we have. We have children who don't. So I remember years ago when I brought my children to over there to the school. I don't know if you remember it, but before I made that decision, I came and I sat down in your office. One of my observations and the sole reason why I knew it was a good move, right? I knew my kids were resilient. I knew many things about my children, but I knew that when I seen all of those black men walking around that building with stretch shirts and ties, all those black right then I knew that me as a single mother, that's where my son needed to be. That's where he needed to be.
Your daughter
around
too.
those men.
Your daughter too. God damn it.
Yeah, my daughter too.
All right, cool. But you said your
especially
son.
my son. Especially
No,
my son,
no.
because my son, no.
I'm
my
just saying,
son was the one that was going through something. It wasn't my daughter.
Okay.
My son was the one who had never voiced, expressed his grief about his father passing. My daughter had it. It was my son.
Oh, that little darky was expressing. Yes, he was. He had always been expressing that. You just didn't hear
not
it.
when I brought I knew it was coming. It hadn't came yet. I was proactive. That's why I came and I would ask you, did y'all have programs? Did you have something? Because I knew it was coming. It was brewing. And yes, it's ahead.
All right.
But I was being proactive.
We got a new caller on the line. I think this is Miss Tiandra. I know that number. This is Miss Tiandra. What's going on, Miss Tiandra? Y'all done said something now.
Hey there, I couldn't let you then beat up on you like that. With the whole father comment. I know from personal experience and from watching others that we do, I think that it is a narrative that they're creating to make us think that we don't have fathers here and represented. But we have fathers. I have more fathers than I can count. And I think that the thing is that maybe our definition of what a father is may need some refurbishment or some clarification, because a father doesn't necessarily have to be the individual that contributed to creating you genetically, because that's only one component of who we are as a total being. And so we have elders, we don't have any fathers. So we have elders, right?
Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying
wait.
I
Hold
agree
on. Lady J, I gotta give you the 9 count. Put your gloves in my hand. Come on, cause you running around staggering now and shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My original comment. Let me say this: women, it's forefathers that you cannot find a man, single mother.
No, it's beautiful. What you're saying is beautiful, and I wasn't calling to disagree with the comment that you made. That's beautiful.
No, and I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying something to
I'm just starting shit. Don't y'all fall for that. Come on now.
Piggyback off of what you said.
We don't do no piggyback in here. We don't do no piggyback. Ain't no pork up in this motherfucker. We ain't doing that.
Listen, I want to say that if you are a single mother, if you are a single woman, because there's a difference between a single mother and a single woman. Some women are single and they call themselves single moms, but you have support. You have the fathers in the picture. My kid's father is deceased. So I am really a single mom, right? I'm just not a single woman raising my children, so on my own. But what I was going to say is, if women cannot find, if you are single and you cannot find a man to celebrate on Father's Day, there's no wonder why you're single. There's no wonder why you're single.
Stop. 1, 2, to the neutral corner, Lady J. Goddammit, listen. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Okay, hold on. You can't be hard on the. Listen, God, Lady J, is just an exhibition match. Damn. All right.
Well.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. But I would encourage, for the number of good men that we have in our community, I would just encourage them to get out here and volunteer. I would like to see more of these men at the rec centers, more of them volunteering at our youth leagues. I'm tired of seeing them. Never mind.
No, listen. Now I agree. I agree to a certain point. But family, what I'm challenging people to do is, let's get rid of this volunteer shit. Let's find a way to put some money in these men's pockets. I'm just saying, let's put money in. I mean, this shit right here, this is the industry. God damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you? Let me speak to that. We over inundate are the people who are doing well, or that we're like, oh yeah, they got it or whatever. We over inundate those people to be able to breathe and live and continue to do, and it organically happen. I just feel like we put too much on them.
To whom much is given, much is
But I didn't articulate that well.
That whole quote, you really got to look at that quote, because it's like this: to whom much is given, much is required, but it's required in the field that they are giving it in. See, we take advantage of that shit and say to whom much is given, much is required. You know what I'm saying? And we leave it at that. God damn it, Jeremy.
For your time on earth.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you say who? Well, all I'm saying is, if my talent is in doing what I'm doing, right? I can't give it to you on computers. You know what I'm saying? I'm robbing the world if I'm not focused on what I'm doing. We wanna stretch motherfuckers out and burn them out. Period.
Okay.
I don't like that other dude that want to volunteer with my son. I don't like him. I like you.
Let me say this other piece.
Go ahead.
Dang it. I forgot.
What? Lady J.
I'm gonna come back to it. You said something.
Oh. You to the corner. To the corner. Hold on to the corner of the fighter. Lady J, give me your gloves. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You okay? You okay? Mm-hmm. What state you in, Lady J? What state you in?
Man, I just really forgot. I have one more point to say.
You see, slow down, baby. We got a show. I'm gonna be doing this until I'm dead. You gonna be able to come on. All your thoughts. Don't worry about the ones that's missing. Just say I forgot and let's move on. But hey, family, this is what I want to do. Because we are at a minute. We are at an hour. No, my fault. We are at 106 minutes. And I want to bring the show to an end because I know it's a dynamic conversation. I want to save some of this energy for the morning show. I still have to do some stuff tonight. But then also I had one of my nephews call me on Facebook, and I need to go and check and make sure that everything is all right with him. You know what I'm saying? One of the responsibilities. See, because this is what I'm talking about in our culture. The father, the one who gives birth, is only part of the equation. The mother's brothers are also dads. You know what I'm saying? They're fathers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And the piece is we're not using our families in the way we're supposed to use the families. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that gets back to the folktale that we use today. Motherfuckers honestly think that the world is rotating around them rather than you rotating around the world. And that's the issue. But family, I want to thank everybody for calling in. I want to thank everybody for listening. I'll ask you to like and share, right? Spread the conversation. Those that want to get their ancestors on the Daily Toast, hit me up at 614-300-1875, right? Text ancestor, #ancestor, and you can put your ancestors' names in there, all right? And I will add them to the list. Now, before we go, because Lady J going to try to check me if I don't do this, I'm going to give y'all an opportunity to give your closing thoughts.
I want to start just by saying that one piece, one difference that I have noticed in our community with some of the men that are present is that when it comes to the young people, the young men, it seems like they're afraid to check them. They're afraid to correct them. They're afraid to speak to them and give them guidance and give them wisdom because these young people are seen to be so volatile. And so this fear is what's keeping some of the good men from basically being fathers in their community. This fear, but you know, this is the time of the Great Awakening. We're in the midst of the Great Awakening. I encourage everyone to do something in support of the movement. Read a book, article, donate to a cause, volunteer your time and or services. Like I said, they're always looking for people at the rec centers and places like that, willing to give their time to those in need. Use your social media to enlighten, to inform, sign petitions, march, join peaceful protests, and most importantly, boycott. The more money we keep, more change we keep in our pocket, the more change we will have. So, that's pretty much it. The choice is yours. Each one teach one.
All right. It's on you, Shaka. What you gonna do? Shaka, you still there? Oh, that means I got the floor. All right, so there's a video on YouTube. I can't remember the dude's name, but it's from Shots of Awe. And his presentation was called If You Do Not Submit. It says, if you cannot submit, you cannot die. This is the title of the video. And the video is about rites of passage. And what the video is saying is that the individual that cannot submit to the process cannot become a man, cannot become a woman. There has to be a submission of that internal peace within us. So, God damn it, this nigga. I just asked. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna have to get up off here, family. So I cuss this little dude out. This grown ass man out. That obviously know that I'm on Facebook right now and keep on trying to call me. The number. Do you believe this shit? I gotta go, family. This.
Maybe he has something he needs you to say. Maybe he needs to have something. Maybe he was watching the show.
That's what I'm saying. The number is posted up on the goddamn timeline. He next door to a nigga that got the number. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call this nigga right. Excuse me. If you cannot submit, you cannot die. If you can't die, you can't move to the next level. And I think that's one of the problems with a lot of our young people at this point in time. They are not willing to submit. So it's kind of hard to step up and be a father because there has to be some sacrifice from the individual that you're stepping to. And if you step to them wrong, or step to the parent wrong, because really it ain't even the kids that be scaring some of these grown men, it's the mothers and the shit that they will do. See what what scares some of these men about some of these kids is the fact that if me and you get into it, like for example, certain people I won't say nothing to, because I already know that if we get into it, one of us gonna have to leave here. And I ain't talking about leave the room. Some of these people are so disrespectful and so petty with their life and so petty with their beefs that one of us is going to have to leave here. Because as a grown man and as somebody with something to lose, you just can't be telling me. You just can't. You can't be threatening me in mind like that. You understand what I'm saying? It's certain things that these young people could say and be like, yo, dog, if I got to be concerned about you like that, I might as well not let you leave the parking lot. So, but I'm going to just leave it at that. But then other people got other issues and stuff like that. But I got to go, family. I love each and every last one of you. Peace.